La ilaha illallah is al-ikhlas, that the person must have sincerity. He must be sincere to Allah. Meaning he is not, barakallah fikum, ascribing any partner with Allah. Imma shirkul akbar or shirkul asghar. He is not worshipping other than Allah along with Allah, or he is not intending other than Allah in his action. Because as we mentioned that inna anna ash-shirk amma asghar or akbar. Imma the shirk is asghar, it is a minor shirk, or it is a major shirk. The minor shirk, barakallahu fikum, the likes of ar-riyah. That's why the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he mentioned in the authentic hadith, he say, akhwafu ma akhafu alaykum al-riyah. He said, the most evil thing that I fear for you is ar-riyah, showing off. Is showing off, wal-iyadhu billah. This is why the Salaf ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'in, they used to give utmost importance in their intention. They used to double check on their intention. They used to fight themselves in regard to their intention. To the point that one of them used to say, Ma jahadtu ala nafsi mujahadat al-ikhlas. I never fought a fight that was very difficult on me, but my ikhlas. I never fought a fight. I never struggled a struggle that was heavy on me than having ikhlas. That having ikhlas. Because you cannot have the action 99% for Allah and have 1% for the other brother. You cannot have 99.9% for Allah and you have 0.1 for the creation. That will destroy the whole action. So this is why all of us, barakallahu fikum, we must be constantly looking into our ikhlas. We must be double checking on our ikhlas. Who are you doing these actions for? Who are you doing it for? Let us all ask ourselves every day, who are you? Who are you doing this for? Who are you trying to impress? Some people, they dress to impress. But who are you trying to impress with your actions? Who are you trying to impress? Who are you trying to show your ability of doing this, or knowing this, or having this, or the likes of this? Who are you doing your actions for? Because without a doubt, if a person take the path of doing actions for the people, he will not last long. But if a person strive to do it for Allah, he will never do enough. He will never do enough. But if a person embark upon doing for the people, for the sake of the people, he will not last long. Because you will always find that reason that will make you not do nothing for the people no more. Who are we doing it for? Our coming, our going, our staying, our studying, our being together, our departing away from one another. Who are we doing it for? The Salaf ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'in, they say that the ikhlas was more difficult than the action. Having that ikhlas was more difficult than the action itself. Without a doubt, having the ikhlas and holding on to that reason why you're doing that matter for Allah alone, for whole your life now. Because it is not in regard to I'm doing this for Allah today, but I'm expecting somebody to praise me tomorrow. I'm not doing it today and I have ikhlas, and the person will mention it and I'm bragging about it. Yeah, that's me. That's me right here. Now that ikhlas that you had was null and void. So that's why the Salaf ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'in yahtammuna bi umur al-ikhlas. They used to give a great consideration of the issue of ikhlas. That's why the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he mentioned, whoever gives for Allah and withholds for Allah, or love for Allah, or hate for Allah, he has indeed tasted the sweetness of al-iman. He has indeed tasted halawatul iman. He has indeed tasted the sweetness of al-iman. Giving for Allah, withholding for Allah, doing things for Allah, withholding things for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So having al-ikhlas. So in that, it is that the person knowing la ilaha illallah, he will be very cautious of why he doing actions. He's not doing it to please anybody. Or he's not doing it to seek the praise for people. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu anhu wa arda. He used to, when a person will come and mention anything about him, he will always supplicate to Allah, Allahumma la tu'akhidhni bima yaqulun, waghfir li bima la ya'lamun, waj'alni khayran mimma yadhunnun. And this is Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, the one that will enter from any of the gates of the Jannah for his choice. The one, Allahumma la tu'akhidhni bima yaqulun, waghfir li bima la ya'lamun, waghfir li bima la ya'lamun, waj'alni khayran mimma yadhunnun. Oh Allah, do not hold me accountable for what they say about me, because it might not be the truth. Some people, they just want to praise you, break your back, knowing that what they're telling you is a lie. Oh, your grandfather, he was the one that killed the lion when the whole village ran away. He know he lying, but he just want to say this to praise you. He just want to say you, maybe he's expecting that you're going to break him off. وَجَعَلْنِي خَيْرًا مِمَّا يَظُنُّونَ. Oh Allah, make me better than they think of me, and forgive me of that which they do not know about me. Now this is Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. His iman put in one scale, and the iman for the creation put on another scale, that his iman will outweigh it. He will be the one saying this. So having al-ikhlas, barakallahu fikum. He say, بعض الناس, some of the people, they say la ilaha illallah, ولكنه لا يترك الشرك. Some people, they do say la ilaha illallah, but they don't never abandon polytheism. They don't abandon shirk. إما شرك الأكبر or شرك الأصغر. Excuse me. They don't never abandon shirk. And he say, مثل ما هو الواقع الآن عند القبوريون. Like what is happening today. عند عباد القبور. What is happening today from those who are the grave worshippers. Akhi, this individual, they will say la ilaha, that's the only thing you will hear from their mouth. They will run around the streets from Fajr to Isha saying la ilaha illallah. But before they go to bed, they will circumambulate the grave of their Shaykh. They will supplicate the grave of their Shaykh. They will supplicate to the deceased Shaykh. So where is the la ilaha illallah in it? Where is the meaning of la ilaha illallah? You saying one thing, but you're not having ikhlas. You are ascribing partner with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He say, هؤلاء لا تنفعهم لا إله إلا الله. He say, the likes of this individual, la ilaha illallah is never gonna benefit them. It is not benefiting them. It is not benefiting them. He say, لأن من شروطها ترك الشرك. Because from the validity, the condition of la ilaha illallah is to abandon shirk. To abandon shirk, barakallahu fikum. As all of the prophets alayhimus salatu wassalam, they have abandoned shirk. Right? As Imam as-Sa'di rahimahullah, he say at-tark. The abandonment. What did he say? Anybody remember that? The abandonment. Anybody remember? He said the abandonment, it mean for someone that was upon it and left it. But the one that never was on it, min babil awla. Right? He say وَتَرْكَ كَمَا يَكُونُ الدَّاخِلْ فِي شَيْءٍ ثُمَّ يَنْتَقِلْ عَنْهُ. الترك الداخل في شيء يكون الداخل في شيء, you enter something, you do something, ثم after that ينتقل عنه, that you abandon it. This is what is a tark. He say يكون لمن لم يدخل فيه أصلا. So therefore it is the one that never ever did it, he is the first and foremost to be said that he abandoned this. So all of the prophets alayhimus salatu wasalam, they have indeed, barakallahu fikum, abandoned shirk. Not to mean that they practiced shirk, not to mean that they were polytheists, but never ever did it. That also, barakallahu fikum, has more rights to be mentioned first. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, ماذا قال عن قومه? What Ibrahim say? إني ذاهب إلى ربي, that I am migrating to my Lord. Meaning I abandoned the foolishness that you were doing. I'm heading towards my Lord. I'm migrating towards my Lord subhanahu wa ta'ala. Bima'na, I leave your shirkiyat and I'm establishing the tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All of the prophets alayhimus salatu wassalam, all of the prophets alayhimus salatu wassalam. Isa alayhi salatu wassalam, ماذا قال? اعبدوا الله ربي وربكم. Worship Allah, my Lord and your Lord. So he is taking himself out of the picture, and he's taking anyone else out of the picture. He's taking himself out of the picture, and he's taking anyone else from out of the picture. And likewise the statement of Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, رَبِّ لَا تَذَرْ عَلَى الْأَرْضِ مِنَ الْكَافِرِينَ دَيَّارًا. Oh Allah, don't leave a single disbeliever on the earth. إِنَّكَ إِن تَذَرْهُمْ, if you leave them on it, they will only cause corruption, and they will have their offsprings to be disbelievers likewise. So the one saying this, he free himself from them already. So all of the prophets alayhi salatu wasalam, they free themselves from shirk, and they establish the tawheed, meaning al-ikhlas, to have sincerity for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. Was-sidq, number 4, having to be truthful, or having truthfulness. Truthfulness, as-sidq, having truthfulness. Diddul kadhib, truthful, as-sidq is the opposite of al-kadhib, meaning being truthful. It is the opposite of being lie, being a liar, right? He said لأن المنافقون أو لأن المنافقين, because of the hypocrites. ما معنى النفاق؟ يوسف أبو موسى, ما معنى النفاق؟ ما معنى النفاق? What is the meaning of النفاق? Hypocrisy. Abdul Jalil, c'est quoi l'hypocrisie? Non, ça c'est un alama. نعم. ويبطن. أحسنت, جزاك الله خير, بارك الله فيك. النفاق, hypocrisy, right? It is to outwardly manifest Islam and to inwardly hide kufr. To outwardly show Islam. That's why some of the munafiqun, they were what? Fighting jihad. They were establishing the salah. They were paying zakat. They were doing everything that the believers, the true believers, was doing. But this was what? On the surface. But inside, they were knee upon their disbelief. They were holding on to their disbelief. كم أقسام النفاق? No, you. اثنين. أبا إبراهيم. اعتقادية, بين. اعتقادية. نعم. اعتقادية, هذا كفر. The nifaq, the hypocrisy of the belief. This is kufr. القسم الثاني, Abdullah, the second type of nifaq.